Hi there, it's Dr. Syra, and I have some thoughts for you today about overcommitting yourself from personal experience. So, I have a few weeks coming up in the next, month and two, which are totally jam packed. And they're jam packed with fun stuff like visitors and spring break and other really exciting stuff, but they are jam packed. Now, one of the things I've done in the past is I have taken on way more than I can handle. You might have this experience too, especially if you're a people pleaser and you like to be the one that people can go to and connect with if they're facing difficulties. It's sometimes very hard to say no. And one of the things I've noticed about myself, and you might find this to be true too, is that when we overcommit ourselves, we leave very little space for the good stuff like creativity and spontaneity. So what happens is my schedule used to be so super uber packed that there would be no breathing room at all in the middle of any of that. I actually have a couple of friends, Shaha and Nasreen, who run a mom's group called Breathing Space. And I love that title because for so many parents and people who are not parents but are just professionals and kind of busy with their work, it's sometimes so difficult to find any sort of breathing space in their calendar because we kind of chock or block full of stuff. And so, and you know what? Since I'm talking about breathing space, I might as well make a plug for it. I think that's an incredible group. They didn't ask me to do this. It's just, you know how I am. Random thoughts come up and I share them with you. So if you are a mom that's looking for, a place where you can talk to other moms about just the ups and downs of motherhood, they have an incredible program. I think it's a 6 or 8 week course, and it's like it's by registration only, so it's a small group. I think they're in the middle of one right now and they're doing another one. I don't know, I can find out details. If you're interested, private message me. But anyway, back to breathing space and having some breathing room in your life. If your schedule is so jam-packed with things that you don't really want to do, then you don't have space. And I was finding in the past I'd be super busy but also super unhappy because my whole life was full of things that I felt like I had to do. And so when I canceled some of those things or I deleted some of those things out of my calendar, a simple example would be kids' activities, right? So I'm a busy working professional and I have young children, and I know that extracurricular activities are important and socializing is important, but I also think my sanity is important. And so what I decided was to minimize all those extra activities that many people, run around doing for their kids. And I'm not judging anybody. Like if your thing is to be that mom or dad who has, something planned on every night of the week, if your kid needs that, hats off. My kids drown in that because I can't handle it. And I become that rushing, pushing mom who just has to be somewhere always on time. And it's too much. And so I took off the guilt hat and decided that, I can just, basically my new motto is, if there's nothing in it for me, I'm not doing it. Yeah. There's nothing in it for me, I'm not doing it. So even the activities that they do have, there's something in it for me. On Monday nights when I take them swimming, I sit in the hot tub. On Tuesdays when my daughter has ballet, I sit and write my blog post. And there's got to be something in it for me, or I'm just going to be grumpy and nobody's going to be happy with that. There's a saying in the South in America, if mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. And so I know that, as a professional, you may or may not relate to this. You may or may not be a parent. But if you have people in your life who are parents, who are kind of burning the candle at both ends while trying to build a career, pass this on to them. Let them know that it's okay to, prioritize the things that make you happy and the things that are going to be fulfilling for you. Because you know what? My kids really aren't going to remember whether or not they did like 12 activities. What they will remember is how grumpy of a mom they had. So I don't want to be that grumpy mom. And so I've decided to scale back and do less. And over the next few weeks, I've also made that decision that even though we have all this time for spring break, I'm only going to do activities for my work or with my kids that I feel like there's something in it for me too. Otherwise, it's just not fun. So those are my thoughts for the day about how to declutter your calendar a little bit and make a little bit more free time to have that spontaneity and fun that we all really look forward to, right? It doesn't just have to be on a Saturday or a Sunday where you can actually have a lot of fun and spontaneity. You could do that all week if you declutter your calendar a little bit. Those are my thoughts. Come join us at a Get Happy meeting if you want. I know that's one more thing to add to your schedule, but it's really fun. It's 90 minutes of laughter and fun and meeting really great people. We're building an incredible community. And if you're interested in joining our online community because you can't make it in person, send me a message and you can join us for that. Take care and talk to you soon. Do less. Do less. Less is more. Talk to you soon. Bye.